When using OrCAD X Capture, any constraints specified in the Constraint Manager are seamlessly carried over from the schematic to the board during the creation of new board files. In this video, we'll show you how to synchronize constraints between an OrCAD X Capture schematic and a PCB board using Presto. In this example, we have a schematic with predefined constraints. Next, we will demonstrate how to create a board file for this schematic. To access the Design Sync Setup dialog, go to the PCB toolbar menu and select Design Sync Setup from the submenu. The Design Sync Setup dialog allows you to configure the settings for synchronizing the schematic with the PCB layout. In this dialog, ensure that the Layout tool is set as OrCAD X Presto. The Constraints section outlines the changes applied to the constraints when they are transferred to the board file. Changes Only mode. This mode updates only the constraints and properties for objects in the destination that have changed. Use this option if you are capturing constraints simultaneously in both the schematic and board. Override option. This mode replaces all existing constraints and property information in the destination with the data from the source. It is recommended to use this option when constraints are captured exclusively in one database, either the schematic or the layout. To view a report showing the differences in constraint changes, set Show Difference Report to Yes. After specifying the above details, click OK to confirm your selection. To create a new board file, go to the PCB menu and select New Layout from the submenu. Specify the name of the board and click OK. This action will open OrCAD X Presto and will also open a Constraint Manager Difference Report. This report shows the summary of the constraints transferred from schematic to the board file. You can check the Constraint Manager to see that all the constraints defined in OrCAD X Capture have been successfully transferred to the PCB board. To do so, close the summary report, and in OrCAD X Presto, go to the toolbar menu and click Tools, then select Constraint Manager. Users can update and add new constraints to the OrCAD X Presto Constraint Manager. Once the changes are complete, save the board file and switch back to Schematic Capture. We will now update the schematic to reflect the constraint changes made in OrCAD X Presto. Click Sync to synchronize the constraints between the board and schematic. Once completed, a Constraint Difference Report will open, summarizing all the changes made to the constraints. These updates will also be visible in the Constraint Manager. If any constraints in the schematic are added or modified, users can use the Update Layout feature to synchronize these changes with the board in OrCAD X Presto. If no constraints have been modified, the difference report will indicate that no changes were found. Users can also confirm this through the Constraint Manager in OrCAD X Presto. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching.